to our speakers today to learn more about SDG8. To start with, we have a very special person with her keynote address. She is none other than Ms. Christina Scott, the Director General of GSDS2021 UK. Ms. Christina Scott is the Managing Director of Beyonder Limited, a Glasgow-based textile manufacturer specializing in prototyping, sampling, and short production runs for ethical designers. She founded Beyonder in early 2013 as a profit-for-purpose organization and was one of the first employers to commit to the Glasgow living wage. Prior to creating the textile business, which she now heads, Christie's background was in youth employment, training, and development. Chrissy's vision for Beyonder is a collaborative and supportive organization which will inspire both new business startups and scale-ups focused on SDGs to adopt a global perspective in all their business activities whilst retaining sensitivity to the needs of their local communities. And DigiLoop Limited is a new limited by shares business she founded to support the delivery and growth of the modular and distributed components of the manufacturing model. Let me invite Ms. Christina Scott for her keynote address. Over to you, Christy.
Thank you so much, Aparna. Welcome everyone, and our gratitude to all at GSDS2021 and associated partners for putting this summit and ourselves together. We are almost halfway through the summit, and I am blessed to be continuously learning, supporting, and connecting with a wider global community of like-minded visionary and people of action such as yourselves. We are here today to present, discuss, and drive forward SDG8. Already, and rightly so, this SDG presents a juxtaposition. How can an SDG be so focused on economic growth when we know that due to the push of economic growth as a factor in itself can create inequality and exclusion, and indeed poverty for others? This is a challenge I believe we have been set. That we at GSDS2021 and associated partners can use SDG8 as a start point, but that through genuine work, togetherness, both locally and globally, we can and will reshape SDG8 to be about growth, but through a different definition. Just remember the phrase and, not either or. I am so thankful to have many teachers and role models in the field of alternative options to economic growth. I have no issue with economic growth per se, but I do when it comes at the cost of people and our planet. Role models, leaders, and teachers such as Dr. Poonam Malik, Dr. Vandana Shiva, Alexandra Lemille, Santosh G, Romain Diaz, Yves Brodis, and Dr. Catherine Trebek are to name just a few. Please feel free to reach out and connect with these wise souls and leaders in their field, or at the very least look them up and learn from them as I have and continue to do so. Today, all of our presenters will bring to you their experience, knowledge, and calls to action from their perspective on SDG8. Indeed, this goal alone has 12 targets and associated indicators. I will leave that for our esteemed guest to present on, and as keynote, I would like to draw your attention to one such question. How can we have a full focus on decent work and economic growth when globally no one is getting it fully right in this area, and 1.6 billion informal economy workers who lack a social safety net were affected by the pandemic? How am I, as an individual and a business, tackling this? Well, knowing that our systems in the UK are not as agile as our society adapts, moves and changes, I have developed a freelance model that supports the gig economy and freelance informal workers. I was able to do this as through the modelling I had already developed at Beyonder and integrated through our business, had observed this, understood this, and created hybrid options that were built around the needs of the worker as well as the needs of the business pre-pandemic. Sadly, we did not get support for this pre-pandemic or during the pandemic, but we are in talks with our government now who do understand the need for this. We just need to understand that our governments do move slower than business. Some of you may find this great, others may be sceptical. It may work when fully implemented, or it will, as I expect, require refinement over time so that it encapsulates support for the many and not the few. However, this comes at a cost. This has taken time and investment to prove that it was needed, especially to our government. It's still in development phase, and one of the costs that I will bear is that I will be closing our business Beyonder Limited. A price I was willing to pay if it means progress for humanity, especially in the world of work. But do not stress. The work that we have already proven to date will be moved under our charitable arm, and the legacy will live on through there and our new venture, DigiLoop Limited, which is all about working together closely with impact investors to drive these necessary changes forward faster than our governments can alone. In the words of Kate Raworth, an economy should not grow but indeed thrive. I fully agree with Kate on this, as the growth model leaves us too wide and open to greed and elitism. We need to ensure circularity, inclusion, and reaching back to pull forward others as we have been platformed and pulled forward ourselves. True success is where we all thrive, not just a small percentage. So what will you do today? This is your call to action. Whether it be through your business, through your community, through your family. Let's make this SDG of not just decent work, but a real Thrive economy. My gratitude to you all, and I look forward to working with you all on this, as we can and will do this together. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Christy, for that inspiring talk. Thank you for opening the session on such a powerful note, as always. Now it's